Hi everyone, welcome. This is Lori here from Lori Hooks, and I was tagged by Abby at Blue Heart Crochet. Hi Abby, in the Never Have I Ever Crochet Edition tag. So I'm going to try to do this video outside today. I've started this video and stopped it a few times due to background noise, so one more try, and if it doesn't work this time I think I'm going to head in. But let's give this a try again. So, okay, there are 30 questions in the tag, and I have my computer sitting here in front of me on my lap with all the questions, and I'm going to go through them. And just so you know, my pups are out here with me. Hopefully they don't make too much noise. We'll do our best here. So, have I ever crocheted in public? I have a few times, not a lot. I take my crochet with me when I go camping, so I crochet there. Other than that, not really. You know, if I have an appointment or something like that, I usually take a book or my phone to entertain me while I'm there, or possibly my computer if it's during the day and I'm working, then I'll work from wherever I was. But actually last week I took my husband's truck in for service, and I was crocheting there in the dealership while I was waiting for it to get his truck back. So occasionally. Crocheted in the car. I can't say I've ever crocheted in the car. I can't read or use my phone too much in the car, so I don't get my crochet out in the car because I assume that I won't be able to because I feel a little car sick if I look down too much. So no. That or I'm driving. I do a lot of the driving, so yeah. Crocheted outside? Yes. I like to sit out here on the deck and crochet. A word of warning, if you have a deck like mine that is a wooden deck with slats, be very careful of your crochet hook. I have one of my favorite hooks is underneath my deck, never to come out again. And now I keep a carpet out here on the floor, and its main purpose is so that my crochet hook cannot fall through the slats. I also crochet outside when we go camping and that kind of thing, so yes, I do crochet outside. Crochet at work. My main office is at home, so I don't normally crochet while I'm sitting at my work desk, but I guess I sort of crochet while I'm at work. When I do client visits though, no, I don't take my crochet with me. Soldier crochet. So no, I've never officially sold crochet. I have made a couple things at a request of a friend for a gift for another friend, and she just bought me the yarn to make the item, and we were together at the store, and she grabbed a couple of the other skeins of yarn that I happen to have in my hand, and she paid for those as well as for trade for my time, because I offered to do it for her for free, because she requested as a gift. She insisted on giving me something, so that's my only ever sold crochet item, although I have considered selling some of my crochet, and a lot of my friends have suggested that I sell my crochet. Giving crochet as a gift, certainly yes. I've made hats for the whole family, tree ornaments, Christmas ornaments. I've made pillow, given it to my mother like a cushion for her couch. I've made a couple blankets and given them to people. So yes, I give my crochet as a gift. Received crochet as a gift. So my grandmother was the one who initially taught me to crochet, and yes, she used to make me crochet items when I was a little girl. So yes, she crocheted me gifts. I remember her making things for my Barbies. I remember this funny one. When I was in elementary school, I was about 7, and I had to wear a retainer, and my mother was very afraid of me losing my retainer, so my grandmother crocheted me a little purse, and I would wear it crisscross over my shoulder, and that was where I put my retainer while I was eating my lunch or whatever, so that I didn't lose it. So yes, lots of crochet as a gift, but only from my grandmother, who I miss very much. Hoarded yarn because it was on sale. I bought yarn because it's on sale that I didn't need, for sure. To the extent of hoarding, probably not that extreme, but I've definitely bought yarn that had no purpose at all just because it was on sale and I wanted it because it was on sale. Spun your own yarn? No, I have not. Spent hours looking at patterns. Way too many hours. Like, it's disgusting the number of hours that I spent looking at patterns. It's unbelievable. There is a rabbit hole pattern hole that you can just fall into and be there for an entire evening. It's crazy. Stayed up all night to crochet. Maybe not all night. When I was working on, I have a few items that I was working on that I really just, when you get down to the end and you just want to get it done, that I have stayed up very late to crochet on to try to get it done, but I can't say that I've actually stayed up all night to do it. Canceled plans to crochet instead. No, I have this thing about committing to something, and if I'm going to commit to doing something, then I'm going to do it. I don't cancel plans unless I'm dying. I don't know how else to put it. Other than that, I get really upset when other people cancel their plans with me. So it's something that I make sure that I don't do to other people. So, but I have had times where I haven't committed to somebody in the first place because I just wanted to stay home and chill and crochet. So in that way, yes, but not actually fully canceled plans. Taken on a huge project. Yes. My biggest project to date is, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce her last name, Tina, who does all the mosaic crochets. My first blanket I did of hers was the Havana, and it is larger than a queen size bedspread. It's huge, and it took me several months to make, and that is my biggest project to date. It is a very heavy 4-weight blanket, and I love it, but it was very large and a lot of work. Gotten bored with project? Yes, many times, and they're usually blankets, or if I do the same pattern twice in a row. That's one of the reasons why I don't generally do a pattern twice in a row unless it's something that's really small, or you know, I might do it again if it's several years later or something, but generally I don't, because I get bored very easily. I have Bernat blanket project that's been sitting in the corner, not because I'm mad at it, it's because I'm bored with it. It's been sitting there for a long time, and there's several others like that I just got bored and never finished it. Skip work to crochet. Sort of, not really. I am mostly self-employed, so if I don't work, then I don't get paid, and I got customers that are calling me and yelling at me, so in general, no. But because I am self-employed and I set my own hours, I have crocheted at times when I should have been working, and at the same time, sometimes I'm working when I should be doing my own thing, so it's a two-way street. Had a project ruined by a pet? No. I'm pretty careful about where I leave my crochet, and my dogs are really good, so I've never had them wreck anything to date, so good to say that. Had a project ruined by a child? No. Same type of thing. My kids, first of all, have been adults for a long time. Well, not a long time. They've been too old to get into your crochet project for a long time. And when they were young and I crocheted, I didn't crochet very much then. So, no. Crocheted something wearable, yes. I've made sweaters, hats, that kind of thing. Crochet toys, amigurumi, yes. Make lots of gnomes lately. I've made a bear. I've made a little Stitch guy for my daughter. He's my daughter's favorite. Stitch from, excuse me, Lilo and Stitch. Made a whole bunch of backpack buddies. Yes. Bartered with your crochet. I'm not really sure what that means, but I don't think so. I mean, bartering it to sell it, then definitely not. Bartering it with it to argue with my project, probably, but no. Made crochet items to donate. I have donated some crocheted items, but more because I didn't start out making it as a donate item. I just thought, you know, oh, I like this hat, and then didn't really have anybody to give it to, so I donated it. But I should make more items to donate. I just haven't gotten around to it, I guess. Had more than 5 whips at one time. I have more than 5 whips right now. I think I have more than 5 whips going almost all the time because I have all these ones that are put away somewhere that I'm kind of ignoring. So yes, I definitely have 5 whips. Received yarn for holiday or birthday? No. My family buys me a gift card or something like that because they know that I like to pick out my own yarn. Unraveled one project to start something else. Yes and no. I've taken apart something that I didn't like how it's going to make something else out of the yarn for sure. You know, you start a project and it's just not working up the way you like it, or the yarn's not right for it or whatever, and so then I frog it and I use it for something else. Designed a crochet pattern. Officially, no. Have I made things without a pattern? Yes. So I guess in that way I've designed a pattern, but have I actually sat there and wrote it up and all that stuff? No. Published a crochet pattern, so that answered that. No. Worked with crochet thread? No, I have not. But I do have something that's in my to-do list right now that has some thread on it, so it's something that I'll probably try soon. Taught 1 to 5 people to crochet? No, I have not. My daughter has not had much interest. I did start teaching a friend who didn't seem that interested. Not a very good teacher though. I'm very impatient, so I'm more, you know, I have a friend who wants to learn how to crochet and I'm like, yeah, that's great, awesome, I'd love to share with you, go watch this YouTube video. That's how I teach people to crochet. So the next question is top 5 plus people to crochet. The answer is no. And have I dyed my own yarn, which is the last question? No, I have not. It's not something I can foresee myself doing in the future either. I have trouble with colors and buying yarn and colors to go together, so I can't really imagine dyeing my own yarn, although I have watched some yarn dyeing videos and some of them are really fun to watch, but it's not something that I've decided that I wanted to do yet. So those are the 30 Never Have I Ever items. And again, Abby, thank you so much for the tag and hello. And who am I going to tag? I'm just going to tag anybody who hasn't done this yet. And my dog just saw a squirrel, just waiting to see if she's going to decide to chase it. Maybe not. Oh, there she goes. Hopefully she doesn't bark though. Sorry, distracted squirrel. So in terms of who I tag, yes. So if you haven't done the video yet, please do it. It's a fun video. It's fun to hear about everybody and their crochet. It kind of gives people background for, you know, maybe somebody that you've started watching their videos partway through their YouTube times, because I know some YouTubers that I kind of started watching, you know, a year after they were into YouTube or something. I had to watch some of their early videos in order to learn more about them. So I think it's kind of a nice way to learn about people. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Thanks, Abby, and I will see you next time on Lori Hooks. Bye, everyone.